If you're in your 20s right now, money probably feels confusing, overwhelming, and honestly, a little unfair. You've been told to save every penny, but life keeps throwing bills at you, faster than you can count. Maybe you've even heard, "Don't worry, you'll figure it out later," but that only makes you feel more lost. The truth is, the money rules we grew up with don't match the world we live in now. Rent is sky high, loans feel endless, and side hustles aren't optional anymore, they're survival. But the advice we hear is still stuck in the past. We were told that if we just worked hard, got a degree, and followed the rules, everything would fall into place. But here you are, still stressed about money and feeling like you're falling behind. Sometimes you even wonder if it's your fault. The system wants you to think the problem is you. But the reality is, you've been misled. Confusion keeps people stuck, and that benefits the ones making money off of your struggles. If you keep believing these myths, you'll stay stuck living paycheck to paycheck, always tired and burned out. Life will feel like a treadmill you can't escape. And you deserve better than that. But if you unlearn these myths now, you can take back control. You can flip the script and start building real financial power on your own terms. This is your chance to rewrite the story. What if I told you that the biggest things keeping Gen Z women broke aren't your spending habits, but the money myths you were raised to believe? Hey, I'm Sophia, and welcome to Sophia Cash Channel, helping you glow up financially. If you're ready to rewrite your money story, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Quick note, I'm not your financial advisor. This video is for education and empowerment only. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 biggest money myths every Gen Z girl needs to unlearn and what to do instead. Take notes, stay open-minded, and let's bust these myths wide open. A lot of us grew up thinking budgeting is like putting ourselves on a money diet, restricting, limiting, and honestly, a little miserable. But the truth is, budgeting is the exact opposite. It's freedom. It's about giving yourself permission to spend on what actually matters to you. Did you know that 61% of Americans don't track their spending? But those who do budget say they feel way more in control of their lives. Imagine grabbing your favorite coffee or booking a vacation, totally guilt-free because you already planned for it in your budget. Without a budget, your money just disappears like water slipping through your hands. With one, you're the one telling your money where to go. Think of budgeting like Google Maps. You still pick your destination. It just shows you the best route. Start simple, even with something like the 50-30-20 rule, and see how much lighter you'll feel. A lot of people believe credit cards are evil, but the truth is they're just tools. The danger isn't the card itself, it's how we use it. Think of it like any other tool. In the right hands, it's powerful. In the wrong hands, it's destructive. The average credit score in the US is 714, which means most people are managing it well. Starting young gives you an advantage because it builds history early. The sooner you start responsibly, the easier life becomes later. Imagine this: renting your dream apartment or buying a car without stress. These things often depend on your credit history. With good credit, doors that seemed locked suddenly open wide. Here's a trap: if you avoid credit completely, you'll have no credit history. And when you finally need it, life gets harder, not easier. No history means no proof. And no proof means more obstacles. Think of a credit card like fire. Fire can cook your food and keep you warm, but it can also burn your whole house down. The power isn't in the fire itself, it's in how you control it. The smartest way to use credit is simple: put small, regular purchases you buy anyway on the card and pay it in full every month. That way, you build trust with the system without falling into debt. Responsible use turns it from a danger into a powerful tool for your future. A lot of people believe investing is something only rich people can do. But the truth is, you don't need thousands of dollars to start. Even small amounts can grow into something huge over time. Think about it: if you start investing just $100 a month at 22, it could grow into over $300, zero by retirement. That's the magic of compounding. Your money works for you, even while you sleep. Imagine your future self traveling the world stress-free. Because you planted the seeds of investing early, your money became your passport to freedom and adventure. The biggest mistake is waiting until you're rich enough to invest. Every year you wait, you lose time, and time is the most powerful ingredient in wealth building. Think of investing like planting a tree. The sooner you plant it, the bigger the shade it will give you later. Waiting only means you'll have less time to enjoy the benefits. So don't wait, start small, start now. Beginner-friendly accounts like a Roth IRA or simple index funds make it easy. The earlier you begin, the bigger your financial adventure will be. Student loans feel overwhelming, like this giant weight you'll never escape. But here's the truth: they don't have to crush you forever. With the right plan, you can climb out step by step. The average student loan debt in the US is around $37,000. That number sounds terrifying, but numbers don't define your future. What matters is a strategy you use to tackle it. Imagine having a clear plan instead of drowning in bills every month. It feels different when you see a path forward, when every step brings you closer to freedom. That's the power of intentional repayment. The biggest mistake is ignoring your loans and hoping they disappear. Avoiding them just makes them scarier and heavier. Facing them head-on is how you shrink them down. Think of your loans like a mountain. You don't leap to the top in one go. You climb it step by step, and each step counts. You have options: income-driven repayment, refinancing, or even a side hustle can make the climb easier. You're not stuck at the bottom forever. You're building your way up. Every smart move brings you closer to the summit. So many of us were taught that talking about money is rude or awkward. But silence only keeps us stuck, especially women, who are already earning less on average. Breaking that silence is a first step toward real power. Right now, women still earn about 80 cents for every dollar men earn. That gap won't close unless we start comparing notes and sharing our real experiences. Knowledge is power, and silence only protects the system, not us. Imagine how much more confident you'd feel walking into a salary negotiation, already knowing what others are making. That knowledge makes you stand taller and speak louder. It changes the whole game. Staying quiet keeps you in the dark. Sharing info is like flipping on a flashlight. It reveals what's been hidden. And once you see the truth, you can actually do something about it. The truth is, money conversations help everyone rise together. They're not awkward, they're empowering, and when we normalize it, the taboo disappears. So start small. Ask a trusted friend what they pay for rent, or share your salary info. One honest conversation can spark a whole wave of change. A lot of us grow up thinking money is the key to happiness, and yes, it can buy comfort, security, and peace of mind. But the truth is, money alone doesn't guarantee joy that lasts. Studies show that once your income reaches a certain point, around $75,000 a year, the boost in happiness starts to level off. Beyond that, the impact is surprisingly small. It proves money helps, but it's not everything. Imagine this: your bills are paid, your fridge is full, and you don't stress over emergencies. With that foundation, real happiness comes from passions, hobbies, and the people you love. The problem is, when we chase money only, we risk burning out. It's like climbing a never-ending ladder, always chasing the next step but never feeling satisfied. Money is like Wi-Fi, you absolutely need it, but it's not the whole internet. The real connections, experiences, and meaning are what make life rich. So instead of chasing money for money's sake, use it as a tool. Let it buy you freedom, adventures, and deeper relationships. That's where true happiness really lives. A lot of us think, I'll just figure money out later. But the truth is, later almost never comes. Time is actually the most powerful tool you have, and the longer you wait, the more it costs you. Imagine this: if you start investing at 25 instead of 35, the difference by retirement could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not because you invested more, but because your money had more time to grow. Picture your 35-year-old self, smiling and grateful that your 22-year-old self decided to start today. That future version of you is living stress-free because past you took action. The danger isn't making mistakes with money, it's doing nothing. Procrastination is the most expensive habit you can have. Learning about money late is like learning to swim after the boat already sank. You don't want to wait until you're drowning to figure things out. So here's a solution: take one baby step today. Download a budgeting app, open an investment account, or read a money book. Small steps today lead to a life of freedom tomorrow. So today we busted 7 money myths. Budgeting isn't a restriction. Credit cards aren't evil. Investing isn't just for the rich. Student loans don't own you. Talking about money is power. Money doesn't equal happiness, and waiting is the biggest mistake. If you unlearn these myths now, you'll be way ahead of the game, and your future self will thank you. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Drop a comment: which money myth hit you the hardest? Let's talk it out in the comments. This is Sophia Cash Channel, helping you glow up financially. Remember, money isn't about stress, it's about freedom, and you deserve that freedom.